Hey everyone, Sam from Cosplay here. Today I'm going to show you how I go about cutting and shaping upholstery foam for muscle suits. Here I have a pattern for a part of a thigh. I'm just going to trace this onto some 2-inch upholstery foam with a Sharpie. Once that's traced on there, generally I cut out the profile with one of these electric knives. Our edges don't have to be perfect. We're going to be carving it with one of these box cutters, so if they're a bit uneven, that's fine. These are the blades I use to carve it. I just put in a new blade so we can see how long it lasts. But if your blade does dull during the process, which it probably will, I use this Kershaw knife sharpener and a bit of WD-40 to sharpen the blade up. But we'll see if we can get through this without having to sharpen it. First, I like to go around and just cut off the edge. It just helps me visualize the roundness of the shape a bit easier. And then I just go ahead and curve around all the edges. For this one we want it generally round. For other pieces you may want like an underhang on an area, like a chest muscle or something like that. This one's going to be mostly just round all the way around. So I just start at the bottom and I carve upwards towards the top, rounding it over like that. And I just go around the whole piece. And those will either fall off or we'll pull them off later. And it does require a little bit of sawing back and forth. That's our first initial pass. See, we still have a flat spot on the top, so we're going to keep rounding it over. And at this point you can see that there are hard edges where we've cut. So I try to go along those and cut those down so I continue to round it over as I go. Because eventually we want no hard edges on this, because it's a round, organic looking object. So there it's mostly rounded over. You can continue to go along any of these edges that have been left and trim those off and get it as round as possible now if you'd like. Or you can just go ahead and Dremel the top if you prefer to do that. But another important step is carving out the back of your piece. Right now, while it is flexible, it's going to be a lot more flexible if we hollow out the back, and it's going to conform to the shape of your body better if you hollow out the back. Because right now, if I were to like put it on my arm, it doesn't really conform to that because it's still a flat shape. So if you glue it on, it's going to fight you and pull at whatever you've glued it onto to flatten itself back out. So on most of the pieces, except for maybe the abs or any flatter ones, I usually go and carve out the back. To do that, I just run my blade right along this edge at an inward angle. Just go all the way around. And this doesn't have to be pretty, because it's going to be the section that's glued down, so no one cares. You do want to make sure it doesn't have any weird lumps in there afterwards, because if you glue a weird lumpy thing to your bodysuit, you may feel it when you put it on. It could be uncomfortable. Just going to lift up this edge so I can get a finger under it. Okay. Alright, so now I've cut all the way around, and you can see it's still attached in the middle. I'm just going to gather all this up, and then take the knife and just carve it out. So now our piece is hollowed out. It's a lot more flexible now. And it's going to conform to your body better. And then again, you can go along and cut off some of these ridges and get it more rounded. Or you can take it to the Dremel and sand it down that way. But yeah, that's how you get a rough shape for a muscle. If you'd like another video on how I go about Dremeling it, let me know. If this was helpful, let me know that as well. Thanks for watching. Bye!